I'm just going to get right to the point. Avatar 2 is just going to be Avatar 1, but with more water. The series is already set up, ready, and filming future installments. Could Stephen Lang's character be the bad guy in every single movie moving forward? He lives somehow, or the idea of him does, but I don't see the people of Pandora just throwing their hands up and saying, take it all. And I don't see the resource hungry military of Earth backing off either. And them trying to throw out a hand for a handshake and asking if everything's all good. I guess by that, what I'm saying is, where do the movies go from here? The people of Pandora will keep building up their nature army while Earth keeps shooting missiles at trees and big blue people, I guess. Don't get me wrong, I actually want these movies to be good. They're big budget alien movies, and they don't make a lot of alien movies now, especially ones that have a vast budget and, real actors in them. Usually, most of them are just like TV, made for TV movies. These movies will likely be very successful. They make billions of dollars, and, they'll keep making them, which is perfectly fine with me. But I'd like to see more movies like, Super 8 or a Close Encounters. But you don't really see a lot of those in the theater these days. Like I said, a lot of movies want to put on a face of huge explosions and beautiful colors and all these huge sceneries instead of working on a story and characters that actually have backgrounds and that are interesting than just what they're seeing in the movie. Let's put it this way. I would rather watch a Cowboys vs. Aliens 2 rather than watch an Avatar 2. I'm not going to crap on the movie completely. The first movie did have some great technological advances. The scenes were great, all the stuff was amazing. But movies are made like that all the time now. I guess the point that I'm making is that there are a lot better alien movies out there, a lot better sci-fi movies out there that deserve sequels that I think that were better. I mean, yeah, they didn't make as much money, but that's the way it is. Movies that really grab people's attentions, that have all the bright colors, the explosions, they seem to do better than movies that actually make people sit down and think. Other than something like Inception. Inception was something that made you think, but it also had this great, story and all these great spectacle things that you could see. Don't worry, this video isn't just going to be about being destructive. I'm going to try to be constructive. I think the movie needs to reach to try to make the characters more believable on both sides. So, for instance, instead of just having the bad guys coming back to Pandora, the people of Earth trying to come back and just strip away the planet of all its resources and trying to just be, bad people, trying to actually delve into their stories a little bit and find out exactly what's going on Earth at this time, trying to find out more about the characters and just instead of just having Stephen Lang type character who's just a soldier, like actually delving into people and what's going on both sides, making it interesting for both sides. If the bad guys, if the people from Earth are just coming back, to kill and to get resources, which is likely to be what is going to be in the film, how it's going to be portrayed, how it's going to be viewed. It's just going to be another faceless bad guy, and it's not going to really be anything that stands out. It's not going to be a Darth Vader. It's not going to be, something that actually has a plot, something that actually has something that they're working towards that makes you feel that the character has something interesting about them. If I were to personally make Avatar 2, the movie would be more story driven. I would make characters on both sides of the conflict more accessible. I'd have tense scenes between both sides, but not only in fighting, but having arguments and actual conflicts face to face with words. Don't make the characters ultra predictable. The characters should have internal conflict that makes you question their next actions. There's actually a great episode of the Star Trek The Next Generation where Picard is actually beamed from a ship onto a planet with another alien that they are, they're trying to get to know, they're trying to learn about, and they're trying to connect with. And what's so great about the episode is they don't know, the people on the Enterprise, that these aliens are trying to reach out to them, but there's just no way for them to understand without having a personal, moment. Just two people trying to work through an issue. And I think that would be great if something like that translated into a big budget movie like this, instead of focusing so much on all this other stuff that really gets lost and won't matter, won't endure the time that it's on TV forever. Actually making a moment that speaks out, that actually makes the characters interact, not just blow each other up, not just yell, not just say, "Hey, I'm doing this because of this," and then the other people saying, "Well, I don't like that. We're not doing that." Well, guess what? Actually having two people be forced into something where they have to see each other's point of views and make up their minds based on that, that is what I want in a story. That's what I want with my characters. I want face-to-face words, confrontation, and problem solving. If the problem can't be solved through that, then you move to the big action scenes, the big stuff that everybody really, really wants to see. But I'll end on a positive-ish note. Hopefully this movie and the several after it will be a welcome surprise. If anything, it'll just be a fun movie to see, but to hardly ever rewatch personally for myself. Movies are made for entertainment. If they take you out of your own world and let you experience something fun, then they've done their job.